Hello! Greetings to my subscribers and to my elementary mathematics students. So, our video clip for today is about finding the estimated sums and differences of decimal numbers. So, let me have a short recall of finding the estimation. That the very important thing for us to follow in finding the estimate is the rules of rounding off numbers or rounding off decimals, because we are going to apply the rounding off rules in doing the estimation. So again, when we round off numbers, if the number beside it is 5 and above, we have to round up. If the number beside it is 4 and below, we have to round down. Okay, let us apply here in estimating sums and differences of decimals. So, yun lang ang i-follow natin, the rules of rounding off. Okay, so we have here a problem. Mavic handed the cashier an amount of money to pay for an item of 635 pesos and 35 centavos. If she received a change of 364 pesos and 65 centavos, about how much did she hand to the cashier? So, ang tanong dito, how much did she hand to the cashier? So, about. The about here tells us that we are going to estimate. So, 635 is the value of the item that she bought. And then her change is 364 pesos and 65 centavos. This is how we solve that to find the exact answer. But we are not going to find the exact answer because that is not asked. What we are going to do is to find the estimate for that, to get the quicker way of finding the number. So, yun ang purpose ng estimation, to do it quickly. No need of calculator, no need of counting your fingers and toes. Okay, so sa estimation, it's very quick. You have to do it quickly. Okay, so, and then sa pagka-pera, kailangan mas close ka talaga doon sa exact answer. And it is better pa nga kung overestimate ka eh. Why? So that you will not feel embarrassed when you go to the cashier and pay for the item that you pick, na meron kang enough money or more than enough money to pay for that item. Otherwise, if you are in the cashier already and then you are bringing the item and then you are underestimating the money that you have, so it will be embarrassing for you na kulang pala yung pera mo to pay for that item. So, mas maganda talaga you master the estimation, or better yet, you have to overestimate kung yan ay pera. And then when you round off money, kailangan you have to round that off to the highest place value. Highest place value. And in this case, the highest place value here is in the hundredths place. The hundredths place. Hundredths place. So, 6 here, when we round that off, becomes 600. 600 pa rin siya because the 3 is smaller than 4. And then the 3 here, 300 here becomes 300 pa rin siya. I know, magiging 4 na siya kasi 6 yan. Okay? So, magiging 400 na siya. And then, now, you can madali lang siya isolve. 600 plus 400, the answer is 1,000. Okay? So, that's how easy it is. That's how quickly we can get the estimation. So, nagbigay si Mavic ng 1,000 pesos sa cashier. Sinuklian siya ng 364 pesos and 65 centavos. Let's solve. Kunyari, isolve natin ang exact answer. Okay, 5 plus 5 equals 10, carry 1. 1 plus 3 equals 4 plus 6 equals 10, carry 1. 1 plus 5 equals 6 plus 4 equals 10, carry 1. By the way, bring down the decimal also. 1 plus 3 equals 4 plus 6 equals 10, carry 1. And then 1 plus 6 equals 7 plus 3 equals 10. So, that's it. It's exactly the answer. So, hindi lang siya close sa exact answer. It is actually the exact answer. So, in this way, we are solving it the easiest way. Estimation. Okay? So, if we solve it in the exact manner, ang tagal pa, it will take time. Sometimes you will use the calculator, but in this manner of estimation, you're not using the calculator. Mental na lang, you can do that mentally. Okay, for our number 2 example of estimating the sums, Okay, number 2 example is 11 and 78. 11 and 78, we have here 11 and 78 hundredths plus 12 and 45 hundredths. Again, we are going to estimate because it tells us to about. The word here tells us that we are going to do the estimation. So that's plus. So this is how we solve it in getting the exact answer, but we're going to do the estimation. So this is not money, so we are going to round off the tens, the ones place here. So ang ones dito, ang katabi niya ay 7, so that becomes 12, whole number 12. And then the 12 here remains 12 because 4 is, the rule says it will stay the same. So maging 12 pa rin siya, di ba? So magiging 24 na siya. Yun yung kabilisan. Mabilis na natin na solve. Pero kung atin siyang isosolve dito, let us compare sa exact answer. 8 plus 5 equals 13, carry 1. 1 plus 7 equals 8. 8 plus 4 equals 12. Carry 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Plus 2 equals 4. Bring down the decimal here. Okay. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So that is closer to the exact answer. So this is the estimation. And for our third example of estimating the sums of decimal numbers, so our next example is 47 hundredths. Okay, 47 hundredths. This is not a money. Decimal number lang siya. This is 98. And then we have here 1 tenths. So, plus mo siya. Do the rounding off. So, 47 here becomes 5. Okay, and then this one here, 8. This is 8. So, this becomes, we have to move here to the ones place. So, this becomes 1. Kasi, 8 ang katabi ng 9 and then the 1 here, so this is the rounded off, and then 1 here remains the same. Kasi wala naman siyang katabi. So, 5 plus 1 equals 6. Okay, and then this is 1. Okay, this is now our answer, the estimated sum of that, of these addends here. So, kapag to get the exact, tingnan natin, compare lang natin. 7 plus 8 equals 15. Carry 1. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 5 plus 9 equals 14. 14 plus 1 equals 15. Carry 1. This is the decimal point here. 1. Okay, bring down 1. So, that is close. Right? So, this is the estimated sum. Okay, now let us proceed now to finding the estimated differences of decimal numbers. I have here a problem. Chris weighs 54 and 9 tenths kilograms. Anne weighs 48 and 68 hundredths kilograms. About how much lighter is Anne than Chris? About here tells us that we are going to estimate. Again, so estimate natin yan. Hindi rin pera naman yan. Okay, so that is 54 and 9 tenths. And then this is 48 and 68 hundredths. So that is minus because we are going to compare. So, round off natin ang 54. So, this one, the 4 here, it becomes 55 na si Chris. And then this one here, it becomes 49. So, minus natin siya. 5 minus 9 cannot be. This becomes 15. And this becomes 4. So, 15 minus 9 equals 6. Right? Okay, so, haya na ang sagot niya. So, 6 kilograms ang difference ni Anne at saka ni Chris. Okay, Chris is heavier of 6 kilograms to Anne. So, sa exact answer, tingnan natin sa exact answer para ma-compare natin. So, let's see, we have 0 here. Magiging 10 yan. Kasi magbabaro, magiging 8. 10 minus 8 equals 2. 9 minus 6 equals 2. And then, this becomes 14. This becomes 4. Kasi magbabaro siya. 14 minus 8 equals 6. So, that is close. Okay, so, this is close. Correct. And then, the second one, The second example for us to solve in finding the estimated differences, again, this is about. So, about here. So, 17.75 or 17 and 75 hundredths minus 8 and 25 hundredths. So, madali lang siya. Again, estimate natin by rounding off. Ira-round off natin yan. So, yan ang 7. Hindi naman siya pera. Hindi rin siya pera. So, yung 7 ang ating ira-round off. So, dahil katabi niya ay 7, that will become 18. Okay, pwedeng may 0, pwedeng wala. Whole number na siya eh. And then this one, 8, remain 8 kasi ang katabi niya is 2. So, 8 na siya. Okay. So, minus. So, that will become 10. Okay. So, let us compare sa exact answer. So, exact answer dito is 5 minus 5 equals 0. 7 minus 2 equals 5. And then, the decimal is here. This is the decimal. Okay. Okay, this is the decimal. And then, 7 minus 8 cannot be. So, move here. 17. Magiging 17 na siya. 17 minus 8 equals 9. So, the exact answer is 9.5. Our estimation is 10. So, that's close. This is your estimation, which is asked. And the last one, okay, so, this is money. Pera siya. So, estimated natin na difference niyan ay pera. So, 394 pesos and 25 centavos and minus 185 and 70 centavos. Again, money siya. So, kapag kamanis, estimate that to the biggest or round that off to the biggest place value. The biggest place value is in the hundreds place. Hundreds place siya. Peso siya o peso. Peso. So, ang estimation, ang rounded off niyan ay 394, 9 ang katabi. So, that becomes 400. And then this one, ang 1 dito, ang katabi is 8. So, this becomes 200. So, 400 minus 200, ang dali lang, teacher. Yes, it's very easy. So, your estimation is 200 ang inyang estimation niya. Compare nga natin sa exact answer. This becomes 10. This becomes, hindi na pala, 5 minus 0. We will not borrow na. So, 5. Okay, this one, 2 minus 7. This one, ang mag-borrow tayo. So, this becomes 3. This becomes 12. 12 minus 7 equals 5. This is the decimal point here. And then, 3 minus 5 cannot be. So, mag-borrow tayo dito sa 9. 9 becomes 8. This becomes 13. 13 minus 5 equals 8. Okay, so 8 minus 8 equals 0. And then, this becomes 3 minus 1 equals 2. Okay, it's close to the exact answer. That's it. So, this is now your estimation, estimated difference of these two numbers, the minuend and the subtrahend. Okay, that's how we estimate sums and differences of decimal numbers. Thank you!